streaming from the Don't Nab Our Future action. Let's have a look what's going on. We're drawing attention to the greenwashing by NAB. NAB is greenwashing, trying to show that they care about climate change, but they still invest in coal, like the Newcastle coal port project.
Hopefully this time we get really need just tilt it down.
And they've committed to exiting thermal coal, but not until 2035, which is too late. So we're showing that we're not going to accept their greenwashing, and we know what they're really doing. See? NAB's dirty greenwash is fit for the bin.
Keep the machine on the diagram, that way. That's it.
So this is July. I'm showing you what's going on here in Adelaide. We're in the CBD in front of the NAB branch. Here in front of NAB, got a nice crowd. So we're going to draw attention to where your bank is putting your money. Just like with the super, you might want to think about, does your bank invest in fossil fuels? Do they invest in a renewable future? We want people to think about this. We want NAB to pull their money out of these dirty fossil fuel projects. So you might be wondering, what can I do to help and get involved with this? So what you can do is you can go to don'tnabourfuture.com and you can adopt a branch of NAB. The website will tell you how to do this. Just pick a branch near you and gather a bunch of like-minded people and protest and show your local NAB branch that you are watching them, just like you're watching this major branch here in the CBD of Adelaide. Boy, it looks heavy. You see, we're showing that we know that their greenwashing is only fit for the bin. And there's actions going on all around Australia relating to this NAB Day, the National Day of Action. Everywhere that so anyway, there's people in parts of New South Wales where it's safe, and there's people in Western Australia who are getting involved. Yeah, see, so NAB can invest in the future and invest in renewable energy instead of the dirty fuels, like at the Baruch Gap, which is one of the most polluting fossil fuel gas projects. They're also funding Santos and their gas projects in New South Wales. The NAB is really covered in dirty fossil fuel. And there's going to be a lot more actions here in South Australia relating to the NAB action. So if you're interested and you want to get involved, just get in touch with us at Extinction South Australia. There's a lot more coming up. This is not the end by any means. This poster in front of the bin is lyrics for a song. This tune of Three Blind Mice. So that's a chant you can do when it's safe to sing in front of a NAB branch. Talk to people about what's going on. Hey Ian, you've been involved with the NAB actions before. What's been your experience with them?
Oh, I think NAB are actually starting to get the message from the national campaign that's been going on.
That's great.
People have been going in, engaging with managers and staff, and letting them know that people are not happy. I think a lot of NAB staff don't realise how much investment NAB makes in fossil fuels. And this campaign is an online campaign, face-to-face campaign, and street protest campaign like this one to get the message to NAB that we want them out of fossil fuels.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. I went to an action on King William Street and noticed that there are people coming out of the bank who really worked there who were just confused. They had no idea, right?
Absolutely they are, yes. And the same in this branch this morning. Somebody went in here to engage the manager. They do tend to get defensive, so they've probably got a strategy for the managers to follow. But they also understand where we're coming from. So people are really starting to get it. Staff are getting it. And this has been a campaign going for a couple of months now, nearly 3 months. And there's no intention to stop until we see NAB's oil and gas policy, and that's what we're asking for today.
Yeah.
NAB release the draft of that so we can see what we're up to. And if it's actually indicating they're going to withdraw from fossil fuels, then these actions will stop.
Right.
Until that happens, these will continue.
Yeah, and I think it's important for people to know that they can get involved by going to the Don't Nab Our Future website and adopting a branch. You can get involved with your local branch. You don't have to be here in Adelaide to get involved.
Correct.
You can your regional bank, whatever it is, you claim a branch, get
adopt a branch.
Adopt a branch, and you
okay, folks, get out amongst it. Adopt a branch.
Absolutely, get going. And it's not that hard. You know, you just got to get some people together. We've got songs. Well, I went soon may not be able to see stuff at the moment, but chants. Get some.
Great. That music that was going on here a minute ago, that was terrific.
Yeah.
All those NAB songs, really good.
Yeah. This is a song.
And I couldn't see properly.
Right here, the Pursuit of Free Blind Night.
No. All right. And that across there looks terrific. That banner over the right.
Oh, look at that. I didn't see that. I gotta get that. It's a great banner. Definitely. Well, if I look inside the window and people in the branch, they're definitely paying attention.
Yes, they are.
Thanks, Ian.
No worries. See you July.
Fossil fuels off the earth. It's an important message. Yeah. So we in Extinction Rebellion, South Australia, are doing these actions because one of our principles is act now. We can't wait. There's no time to wait. According to the current plan of NAB, they're not going to exit coal until 2035. That's too late. They need to be out sooner than that. Scientists tell us that we have 10 years to take action and have a safe climate. So 2035 is soon enough. That's the kind of message we're trying to send. He's throwing a hot house. That's true. And we've got animals involved. Our protest is very important. Hey! Hello! Yeah, for very cute. You're like, I'm gonna draw more people now. Anything else? Oh no. Alright. Alright, let's have a look at some of the slogans getting chalked here. Alright, does NAB care? Join the dots. More warning, fund fossil fuel, hot, hotter, bloody hot, mate. I don't have the wrong X accent for this, sorry about that. Oh, look at this. We're hanging out the dirty laundry of NAB. Getting them out of the washing machine and hanging them out for everybody to see, Oil and gas are losing money. untold.
Yeah.
You know, you can try to greenwash, but
Sometimes things
another one of the principles of XR is tell the truth.
Thank you, Harold. That's much better.
And so we don't think you can wash away the truth forever. Well, and ultimately it's a better bet in the end. I mean, fossil fuels is not a long-term strategy. The future is not in fossil fuels. It's in a safer climate for everyone. Giving everybody on their lunch break, lots of people coming by. Can give leaflets to and draw attention to where their money is going and where they want to actually invest their money for the future. $78 billion for fossil fuels. That's what I got in my climate change today. Oh dear. Let me go put that back up. There we go.
Oh, here we go. This is what we want to do. So rather than doing a script to the script, you want to talk directly to the live stream that's going on the internet.
Yeah, if you want to talk about why you're here and why you're...
She's got a fabulous speech prepared.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Yeah,
great.
this is Taylor. She's autistic and she's joining us today and is very heartfelt about it.
Awesome, that's great. I love it. Well, if you have a speech you want to give, you know, I'll bring it.
You got your speech on you, Taylor, now? Beautiful. You want to talk more to the live stream? Just put it on live stream, then it'll go out to the world. Yeah.
Only if you want to.
Only if you want to. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We'll get on the internet and it'll go live around Australia and around the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, please, by all means.
I'll just ask them to start singing after this song, and then we start after this song.
Yeah. Yeah, so speaking for myself, the reason I'm here and that I think this is important is that, you know, like we believe in direct action here. We do nonviolent direct action. And if you follow like what's the actual actions that are polluting the earth, it's things like this money. It's like the direct cause. So, you know, these polluted without this money, they can't continue these projects, right? So if you want to like do direct action and get right to like what is causing the problem, you come right here to the bank. So yeah, that's kind of my perspective on why we do what we do here at NAB.
And okay, fine. I reckon it's soft enough for her to talk over. What do you think? No, not yet.
No, all right. Up to you.
That's all right. They're going to stop after this time. Yeah. You can talk through that. Yeah. It actually looks better on the screen.
Spin cycle. Great. I love it. Let's see what's on this side.
Just try and make it as clear as you can, Taylor. Yeah.
You are. It's not too late, but we must act now.
Well, we'll get it off. Can you hold the mic close to Taylor?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. Yep. Ready? Let's go.
All right. Let's hear from Taylor about this.
So I'll be doing a speech about what I think of climate change. I acknowledge I will be using some information from David Attenborough.
Great.
So to introduce me first, I am 22 years old. And I've got to learn and I've should make an effort and I am very passionate. I'm very passionate about climate change and how it's affecting the planet. So wonderful. So here we go. I believe there is only going to be one way to get this government to listen to us, and that is to use examples of what David Attenborough has said in some TV shows in our climate change protest. As the government only cares about the economy, some things only cares about the economy. If we want to keep the economy going, we must quit using fossil fuels. As fossil fuels don't only affect the oil and gas companies, they affect all jobs and the whole planet. When the Earth warms up due to human-made climate change, due to fossil fuels and deforestation, it causes other jobs to unable to operate, such as agriculture, seeding and food, because their crops will burn, go without water, be in drought or be flooded. Brewing industry, as they will run out of water and chances of getting clean water will be low. Coastal communities and houses will be lost. As sea levels rise due to climate change, and people will no longer be able to build by the beach, and they will lose their luxury. Tourism will be negatively impacted, as it will be too hot in summer to go anywhere with temperatures more than 50 degrees Celsius. That's hot.
That's too hot.
And winter won't appeal to anyone either, as there will be less snow in the colder regions, even in the Alps. And all seasons there won't be any guaranteed weather, as storms are more ferocious and rain is more heavier. More floods, more droughts and more bushfires. And lots of people love the outdoors and being with nature, but with climate change, holiday isn't as much of a holiday, as you have to worry and be prepared for a big weather event, whether that will be bushfires, floods, severe storms, gale force winds, or severe drought.
Absolutely.
All those things that wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for climate change. And if they were happening without climate change, then they wouldn't be anywhere near as bad as what they have been from 2019 to today. And nowhere near as frequent. When the tourism industry is impacted, the hospitality industry is also impacted, which means they get less people from less people travelling. At last, people who work in fossil fuels, oil, gas, mining, etc., will not only kill the economy, they will also kill other people and themselves by heat stress that they have created. The coal, gas and oil industry and deforestation industry may make some money in the short-term future, but in the long-term future, they are only going to kill the economy, the others and themselves. As if they keep going the way they are, they will have no one to fly to, as everyone will be dead because of heat stress due to them burning fossil fuels or cutting down trees, leading to climate change. And they will eventually kill themselves by their own actions burning fossil fuels. And they will also make everyone who lives on the planet today depressed and have bad mental health, as we all like nature. And people who work in fossil fuels and wood deforestation are taking that away from us. They are taking away our forests, the clean air, the clean water, and the biodiversity of plants and animals. So how about we stop fossil fuels, invest in renewable energy, stop cutting down trees, create green jobs, plant trees, not equal the amount of deforestation over the years, and transform to a cleaner and greener way of living. That's a win-win situation. If we keep going the way we are, it's a lose-lose situation. So how about NAB? Stop funding fossil fuels now!
Yeah. Action now.
Action now!
Yeah. Love it. Thank you so much, Taylor. Really good stuff. Actually, so I'm an ecologist and in this field myself. And I'm planning to go to a conference in Darwin in November relating to ecology and stuff. Hopefully, it'll be possible to travel and all that. But one of the topics at the conference is about like climate change and biodiversity and mental health. It's a really important issue you brought up there because it's something that scientists are recognizing as like a serious consequence of climate change that people haven't really thought about yet. Is like, what impact does it have on our mental health, like food, biodiversity, and nature. So I'm really glad that you mentioned that. So thank you for that. A lot of people aren't aware of that issue.
That's an effect on everyone, especially mine. I love nature, I love photography, I love just being a bird. Having that taken away from me is absolutely poor.
Like young people have moral clarity. Everyone else needs to catch up.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right. Again, thank you so much, Taylor. I'm going to go make some rounds and see what people are talking about here.
Okay. Let's do that one again. Let's do that one again.
Please tell them that's not afraid. Please tell them it's not afraid. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. That's why we covered in reason. Please tell them that's not afraid. Please tell them it's not afraid.
This can give you ideas for your own local NAB branch protest of things you can chant and send banners you could make for that.
What do they find?
You can do it too. Your local NAB branch. You don't have to be in Adelaide. You can take the protest to wherever you want. You can coordinate everyone at don'thaveourfuture.com. You've been a few of these actions before, right?
Say that again.
You've been involved in a bunch of these actions.
I know.
Yeah. What do you think? What's been your experience doing these NAB actions?
It's so good. It's so good, and so many people turn up. But it just makes you aware that we are committed, and we're coming back, and we'd like to see an area, but we're not going to stop. We're going to be annoying them, and hopefully the banks will develop a conscience. They'll see that we are here. So no, because we don't want Narrabee. We don't want 800 wells drilled. And so we don't want our T's and B's polluted. And they're funny. So did you find it? I've got to stop.
It's true. I think it's important to note also that, you know, it's Aboriginal lands that are most affected by these projects.
Absolutely.
They're the ones getting most polluted and the most affected by all
Yes.
this.
And I'm not listening to them.
Yeah.
And I haven't given approval for it. And they're just on their land and taking over. That's it. Santos had to go.
Yeah. They're funding Santos.
Yeah, so while they keep funding Santos, it's going to continue.
And we need to start right now. On a planet that has a problem, because it's always been involved in building. Now, a better future, and we need to start right now. Make it greener, make it greener, make it cleaner. Make it positive. Now we need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. It's a safety. Black and white, no more lies of doing. Now we need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now.
And now there's an important point to make, that Ian brought up earlier in the stream, which is that you know, not everyone feels safe going out and doing these protests in person, and that it's perfectly, you know, understandable under the current circumstances. And I just want everybody to know that if, for whatever reason, going out in person to protest is not an option for you under the current restrictions and circumstances, if you go to don'thaveourfuture.com, there's a lot of options for ways to get involved virtually and online. So you can get involved with this action while staying safe in your home. And I think it's really important to know that, and you know, to preserve the level of risk that makes sense for you.
Yeah, we can choose to play NAB's game, and it's very easy. You just join the dots,
Do they keep funding fossil fuels, or do they say that they really believe in the following the Paris Accord and removing support for new fossil fuels and start funding renewables far, far more? And that's the game they're doing. Jump on the dock, dogs have said, join the dogs again.
All right, let's go. That's how I'm going with the privilege. Okay, yes, listen, act now, fund renewables, safer world 2030, and a good future for our kids. Yeah.
The other one's a bit too scary.
Yeah, it's not a good one, the other path. We want to play on a good path right here. Oh, wow, there's a lot of news talking over here. Let's have a look at it. Hashtag fund our future. That's a good hashtag. Good one to use. Fund our future, not yet. $7 billion for fossil fuels. Doesn't have care. Oh, frowning baby, more fossil fuels. True. Does NAB care for my future? Breaking news. IPCC report out today. The IPCC is the international panel on climate change. They've released a lot of the predictions about what's going to happen next. Democracy on the streets. That's one of the principles of XR, which is forming citizens' assemblies and getting involved with direct democracy, so that we can decide what actions we want to take on climate change and be directly involved in the decision-making process. Don't have our future. It's shocking. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm taking the live stream on a tour of all these slogans. Is the hashtag Fund Our Future one of the hashtags associated with this? Because it says hashtag Fund Our Future. Wondering if that's like an official hashtag of this.
No, it's the NAB.
I guess it's Don't Nab Our Future is the hashtag.
Our future.
That's the official hashtag. Okay, it's good to know. If you want to tweet about it, or Instagram about it, or whatever.
And this is Dan. He does go around to all the streets of Adelaide doing dots, make your mark. So it's joining the dots for democracy. So he's come to help us today as well.
Yeah,
He does some
I've seen the
amazing
dots.
shots.
The dots are really nice. This one's not a good path. It's barbecue. Yikes. No one wants that. And the climate change safari. Spin. And it's one of our principles, tell the truth. Don't spin it. Don't try to make it look like it's climate friendly when it's not. We can see the truth. We can see that funding $7 billion for fossil fuels is not investing in the future. It's not too late, but we must act now. We have to change it. Return to life, not death. Dirty greenwash. Yes, we're going to continue to escalate these. we're going to continue to escalate these actions until NAB becomes transparent about where they're investing their money, and also invests in our future and divest from fossil fuels. And we can all get involved by paying attention to where our money is going with supers and banks. I'm sure people watching this stream are aware of. But we want to invest you and I want to invest our money in fossil fuels, and we want NAB to be investing their money like this. See what's going on in there.
It's interesting when you look into it. So that's the thing. Someone up front Case Bank has a video in America. He is like the bear load. He loves chaos. Three police cars, maybe they know where to lead the revolution.
You did these paths, or?
No, I didn't, which is pretty exciting that some other people are picking up on the dots. So this is an XR member who's done all of this.
That's great. The people are kind of picking up on this whole talking, reclaiming public space.
Exactly. Yeah, using pavement talk. I think it's very symbolically resonant and extremely practical, and I think we should all be talking, not just at events like this, but any time we come into the CBD, in our streets, in our communities. We need to reclaim space. We need our voices, not the voices, not the oppression that is surrounding us. And talk is really legitimate. We've lost a lot of democratic space, and we must reclaim some. And you can socially distance as well.
Yeah. We know you can do this, NAB. This is about all of the people who work at NAB, the managers, everyone, your people who have children, grandchildren, just like us. And we know you care about their futures. Yes. So let's put your money where your heart is. Yeah. Yeah. Well said, Anna. Fossil fuels cost the economy.
Yeah.
Only suggestions for this like it's really cool. So they're more about
Fossil fuels cost the earth. I see protesting people are coming in and out of the brand. Not much really. It's pretty deserted in there. People are not really coming in very
Fossil fuels
much.
will only cost the economy. You will only suffer in the long run.
Woo!
yeah, so that's like the group, and then they'll have like
Goodbye, fossil fuels.
Fossil funding is on a planetary scale. Very funny. Flaming Earth. That's an amazing talk. think that was Dan from Democracy on the Streets, who we just talked to, who did that. Actions speak louder than words. So but Dan is right. You can use technology to spread a message. You can socially distance. So if you adopt a friend and you want to get involved in protesting, but you want to do it in a COVID conscious way, then talking can be a good way to do that. So we encourage these COVID conscious strategies and doing what's safe. And if you want to adopt a friend and get involved and talking like this in front of your local NAB branch, just go to don'tnabourfuture.com and you can sign up to adopt your local branch and get involved and keep the pressure on. Because the pressure is here throughout Australia. There's actions happening all over the place in ways that are appropriate to the COVID situation in each state. So everyone's getting involved and letting NAB know in their state that we're watching them and we don't accept their greenwashing. Let's just have to see if Carol's available to talk a bit.
See you later.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That makes sense.
10 minutes.
Yeah, I bet they are feeling pressure.
10 minutes.
Yeah, there's definitely fewer people coming in, it seems like, right now. Because of all the pressure out here, lots of people across the street holding that fossil fuel up there sign.
Goodbye, fossil fuel. Hello, renewable. I am on the ground. Goodbye now. Goodbye, fossil fuel. Hello, renewable. Let's clean up the sky. Please don't find gas taps. Please don't find coal. Let's don't find mining. Don't think at all. Which makes more likely to analyze that fossil fuel. What we deny. Goodbye, fossil fuel. Hello, renewable. Goodbye. Goodbye, fossil fuel. Hello, renewable.
Great job, everyone. All this. See, we just keep on the pressure continuously. We've been having weekly actions at NAB races around the CBD for months now, about 3 months. I've been to a couple of them. This is a big one, but we just keep it on continuously. And every time we're raising awareness about what's going on. Hey Errol, did you post these stickers you've got here? These like these smash stickers?
Right here.
Yeah, did you make these?
No, they came from Melbourne.
Oh, they're really cool.
Yeah, they did them up. They had a whole lot of them about 12 months ago. And I've bought a few and I've been handing them out. So it's really good.
That's a great way to kind of show a message on your maps.
Yeah, there's another one on the other side.
Oh, yeah. That's
Cool.
great. I love it. Yeah, I see Extinction Rebellion in South Wales popped on. Stay strong, everyone over there. Hope you're finding ways to stay active and stay involved under various conditions. We're observing our own restrictions by wearing masks and all that. We're fully masked action with contact tracing and all that. So we're doing our part. We don't dirty laundry, taking out to dry. Plastic. Wow, the clothesline goes all the way this far. I didn't realize. Yeah, lots of people passing by in the lunch rush, lots of people seeing our messages here. And look, we set up a sign right next to the ATM. People can see it when they go get their cash. That's great. Now we're talking the XR symbol here. It's a really nice idea because a lot of people come here to go to use the ATM, and this kind of confronts you with the message.
Okay, people start packing up now. We'll move out in a couple of minutes.
All right,
Just let Dan finish his last talking and then we'll be off.
I guess we're wrapping up now. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Hopped on the stream. It's been a great action. Really nice impact. Great to have you all join me. I'll see you at the next NAB action.